Right, yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much for staying with us. In this video, in fact, this is another beautiful day the Almighty God has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. In this video, we are going to look at some stories making the headlines. All right, good. Ghanaian coach who won a trophy for Ghana just some few days ago at the just ended African Games reveals that Jose Mourinho inspired his coaching career and he inspired him as a coach. And in fact, if you look at how he used the Ghanaian team to win trophies, a trophy, it means that indeed Jose Mourinho inspired him, and I'm going to prove that to you in this video, and then we'll look into details exactly what he said about Jose Mourinho, the fantastic tactician, the special one, the Portuguese manager. Yes, we're also going to look at the Black Stars of Ghana having their last training session. Okay, they had their last training session ahead of the friendly game versus Uganda tomorrow, 4 p.m. Ghana time, 16 hours GMT. We are going to look at the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. Do all to leave your predictions of the game below. What are your expectations from the game? How do you think the final scores is going to be? Is it going to be a win for Ghana, a 3-0, 2-1, 5-0? Is it going to be a loss for Ghana also? What are your thoughts, comments, views, all of them? Let me know everything in the comment section of this video. Please let me hear from you, and then do all to like the video also. Like the video for us. Yes, like the video. And then also we'll look at some other stories in this particular video. The Ghanaian winning coach, he also said about other stories, and we are going to talk to you about that in this video. Thank you very much for staying with us. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Do all to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and select all. Thank you very much. Now let's start from Dani Alves. Dani Alves is a fantastic plaster, a player for Barcelona. Okay, we are just speaking about him briefly and then we move on. Former player of Barcelona, former player of Juventus, a Brazilian international. Yes, he was sentenced to 4 years in prison for rape allegations and the rest. Okay, now today he has been freed from prison. In fact, he was let go from the prison because he paid €1 million fine, and he's going to stay in Spain to serve the rest of years he was supposed to serve. Okay, yeah, so he's going to stay in Spain for, I think, for the next 2 years. He will not leave Spain. In fact, his passports, all his Spanish passports and Brazilian passports, all of them have been seized, so he cannot travel to anywhere, but then he's going to stay in Spain to serve the rest of his sentence over there. But then he has already had about 1 year or close to 2 years sentence. He has already served that in prison, close to 2 years. So that's the reason why they let him go, and that is it. So Dani Alves, you remember that a lady said that he raped her at a club, a night's pub or something like that, and so when the courts did everything, they decided that, look, you've gone against the law, and so you should be jailed 4 years. But then even before the final determination of the case was made, he had already done about 1 year and some months, and then also he had about 4 months or so in prison. So close to 2 years he was in prison, and then finally he's a free man over there. So Dani Alves, that is one of the trending news. We decided to check on that also. Yes, as Ghanaians, wherever you are watching us from, in Europe especially, you have to be very careful of the ladies. So the ladies, they can send you to where you don't want to go, crowd. So please, I know you may be a senior man than me, but I am very sure about, let's take the Dani Alves story to advise ourselves. Wherever you are in the world, you have to be very careful of these ladies over there. Now, Desmond Ofei is a fantastic Ghanaian coach who helped the Ghana under-20 national team to win gold in the just ended African Games. In fact, he won the title for Ghana. Okay, so Desmond Ofei is a fantastic manager, and today he had an interview with Asempa Sports, and this is what he had to say. He said that, look, nobody influenced my player selection. Nobody. You know that a lot of the time we say that the Ghana Football Association and the rest, they actually influence the national team's selection and try to tell, look, use this player, you don't use this player. And the coach, the Black Starlights coach, the Ghana Under-20 coach, is saying that nobody influenced his player selection. He says that, look, the young squad clinched the gold medal in a men's football competition, showcasing the emergence of several talented players who are now being touted as future stars for the senior team. Addressing concerns about the selection process, Ofei emphasized that all players were chosen based on merit and not due to any external pressures or interference. We have 5 scouts in every region, and we selected these players based on certain criteria. We had over 1,000 players to go through the scouting process, categorized into 3 groups, he explained on Asempa FM. So the Ghana Under-20 coach Desmond Ofei is emphasizing that nobody at the Ghana Football Association or anywhere actually influence this player selection or influence his squad selection. So yes, he has won the trophy, so you can come and say these things. But even if it happened, Krana, and you win a trophy, you cannot come and say, oh, this and that. So that's the point, you get it. So right now, there we understand that you can say all of those things, but it is cool. This same Ghana Under-20 coach Desmond Ofei, he says that Jose Mourinho inspired him to becoming a very top quality coach. And this is the proof. Now, the Ghana Under-20 team, we considered just 1 goal in the tournament. We played about 5 games in the tournament and we considered just 1 goal. The first game, we drew 0-0 with Congo. Okay. The second game, we won 3-1. The third game was versus Benin. The second game, I've actually forgotten who we played with. The third game was versus Benin. We won 1-0. So group stages, we considered 1. In the semi-finals, we met Senegal. We won 1-0. We didn't concede. In the final, we won 1-0 versus Uganda. So we considered just 1, scoring a lot of goals. That is a proper Jose Mourinho team. A proper Jose Mourinho team. They don't concede. They will score you 1 and then we will finish. So if the coach is saying that he was inspired, and in fact Jose Mourinho is his role model, the evidence is clear for everybody to see that his team doesn't concede. And indeed, it's a very, very important one to note. And this coach, he's done very, very well. So I have to talk about him. The Black Starlights coach Desmond Ofei has expressed his admiration for renowned football coach Jose Mourinho after guiding the team to victory at the 13th African Games, where they defeated Uganda 1-0 in the final match. Ofei was asked about his coaching influences during an interview with Asempa FM. Ofei mentioned the current Brighton manager Roberto De Zerbi as someone who is currently performing well. However, when it came to naming his personal role model, the Belgian trained football coach identified Mourinho as his top choice. He stated, at the moment, Roberto De Zerbi is doing a wonderful job at Brighton, but for me, it is Jose Mourinho. When discussing what sets Mourinho apart, Ofei emphasized the Portuguese coach ability to manage high-profile talent effectively while consistently getting the best out of them. The Black Starlights coach further praised Mourinho by saying he has managed big characters and he always manages to bring out the best of his players. Jose Mourinho is my coaching role model, and he is the best coach. So Ofei will seek to capitalize on his recent success as he sets his sights on achieving the highest coaching accolades. So transition from an assistant role, the Under-20 job marks Ofei's first major coaching position. He demonstrated immediate success in his first tournament and now aims to leverage this triumph as foundation for future endeavors. So yes, Desmond Ofei, the Ghana under-20 winning coach who won gold medal at the just ended African Games, is confirming that indeed Jose Mourinho is his role model in coaching and has inspired and influenced him throughout his coaching career. He's a top quality manager. I'm telling you, I fell in love with his team, the way they defend, the way they attack, the numbers they defend with, the numbers they attack with, how the players are very direct in terms of football. Indeed, if you watch the Desmond Ofei's team, indeed you will say that Jose Mourinho, the former Chelsea football club manager, former AS Roma, former Manchester United, former FC Porto manager, has indeed influenced and is the role model of Desmond Ofei, and that is what we are talking to you about. So yes, Ghanaian coach giving Jose Mourinho some credit and saying that he is his role model and his best coach over there. Now, the Ghana Black Stars team will take on Uganda, friendly game, international friendly game versus Uganda tomorrow, 4 p.m. Ghana time, 16 hours GMT. So wherever you are watching us in the world, you can monitor the game and then you enjoy the Black Stars over there. Today they had their final training session and there was some little rain, okay, over there. But then the Black Stars had to put on jacket to train. That is the determination. Nothing can stop us from training. Coach Otuado will do well. Even though there were little rain over there in Morocco, but still now they trained. And those are some of the pictures and everything. All the players are fit. All the players. We've not heard about any injury has come. So all the players are ready to face Uganda. And yes, today they had rigorous training session. A rigorous training session. Yes, Coach Otuado's tenure already. It is not a grow and now proper intensive training sessions. Over there. So yes, the Black Stars of Ghana preparing for Cranes of Uganda tomorrow in our last international friendly game. My expectations are that Ghana will win the game. My expectations are that at least we will win by 3 goals. Okay, and my expectations are that we will play a fluid, direct football that will produce goals and that we will defend very well, and that we will not have 2 defensive midfielders, Baba Idrisu and Saleh Samed, as the base defensive midfielder. I don't expect that to happen. So my expectations, no, and I may catch on. What are your expectations for the Black Stars tomorrow? Let me know your thoughts, comments, views, opinions in the comment section of this video. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much for staying. I'll see you in the next one.